Hi, good afternoon. These notes are on mean, median, mode, and range, MMMR, and should be page 124 of our notebook. So let's go ahead and get started. So at the very top, we're going to just fill in some information just so that we're aware of what the vocabulary is saying. Sorry, I'm just trying to adjust my camera. Okay. So right here it says, what are the measures of central tendency? So the measures of central tendency describe the center of the data, and the three most common measures of central tendency are mean, median, and mode. The mean is the average of a set of data. How you find it is you add all the numbers and then you divide by the number of data. So you find their sum and you divide by how many there are. The median is the middle of the set of data, so what you need to do is put it in order and then you find the middle number. And then your last measure of central tendency is the mode, and this is the value that occurs the most. So down here, we have a situation of some bowling scores, and they are given to us in this table. And so what we need to do first is put these in order from least to greatest. So I went ahead and did that for you, so if you'll go ahead and copy those down. Then what we're going to do is find the three measures of center. So the first measure of center is the mean. So what you're going to want to do is in your calculator, go ahead and add these values together. And once you add those values together, you should get 1800. So once you add all this together, so we're going to do the sum divided by, and there were 12 people, so 1800 divided by 12, and that gives me 150. So 150 is my average bowling score for this group of people. All right, the median is the middle number. So the median is found by finding the middle number. So there's two ways to do it. The first way is where you kind of just cross off the first and last, and then you just keep going until you find the middle. Or the method that I use is I see how many I have, and I have 12. Well, my middle number is going to be between numbers like the 6th and the 7th piece of data. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I know it's going to happen between number 6 and number 7. So I know I have to find the average here. So both ways work. I'm going to show you the first way. So you just kind of cross off the first and last, and you just keep going till you meet in the middle. And then, oops, I missed that one. Oops. And then, so see, now I'm stuck between these two, so I have to find the median between these two. So 145 plus 160 divided by 2 gives me a median of 152.5. So 152.5 is the median bowling score. So the median doesn't always have to be a number in the data. It just has to be the number that represents the exact middle. So that would be right here in the exact middle, 152.5. Then the mode is the number that occurs the most, and the score that we saw happen the most was 160. So those are your three measures of central tendency: your mean, your median, and your mode. All right, the next piece of data that we're going to look at is called the range. And the range is the distance between the greatest and the least value of your given data set. It describes the spread of the data and therefore is not a measure of central tendency. So the table to the right shows the record lengths of 6 snakes found in Florida. What is the range of the lengths of the snakes? So you've got a copperhead at 53, a coral at 47.5, a cottonmouth at 74.5, diamondback at 96, pygmy at 31, and a timber at 74.5. So the two that I see are the biggest and the smallest are the diamondback and the pygmy. So that's why I went ahead and circled them. And then to find the range, I'm going to subtract the largest minus the smallest. So 96 take away 31 is a difference of 65. So my range is 65 inches. Okay. So that's how you find all 4 pieces of data: mean, median, mode, range, or MMMR. So what I would like for you to do is go ahead and try the Papa John's pizza. Make sure you put these in order, least to greatest, and then find the mean, median, mode, and range. And then when I put the answer key up, you can check that. All right. On the right side, we're going to be talking about finding the missing number when you're given the mean. So to calculate the mean, we're going to set up an equation. The sum of the list divided by the total number of items equals the mean. And we're going to let X represent the missing number. So the table below shows the number of First in Fitness competitors by homeroom. Find the number of First in Fitness in Mrs. Jones' class. So notice how Mrs. Jones, we don't know how many people are supposed to come from Mrs. Jones, but we do want the mean to be 6 students. So what we're going to do is we're going to add all of the numbers together for our homeroom. So 2 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7 plus 6 plus X, because that's how you find your mean, is you add all of them together and then you divide by how many there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there are 6 homerooms. And we know that this whole average, once we figure out what this number is an average of 6. So what we can do next is combine our like terms in our numerator, and that gives us a total of 32. So 32 plus what divided by 6 gives me 6. Well, I know that 36 divided by 6 is 6, but I'm going to show that by doing inverse operations. I'm going to multiply both sides by 6 so that this cancels each other out. So 32 plus X is 36. Take away the 32. X is equal to 4. So I know that Mrs. Jones needs to have 4 students from her homeroom in order to make the class average 6. All right, let's try another one. Given the mean number of ice cream sales are 18, how many peach ice creams were sold? So we're going to add all of our flavors together. So 36 plus 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus we don't know, so let's put a P for peach. All that divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 needs to give us a average of 18. So let's simplify our numerator. So 36 plus 40 plus 4 plus 6 is 86. So 86 plus what divided by 5 gives me 18. Well, I know that inverse operations tells me to get rid of the divide by 5 first because that's weaker than this grouping up here. So let's multiply by 5 on both sides. And so 86 plus P is equal to 90. So then 86 plus what gives me 90? 4. So we know that we need to sell 4 peach ice creams in order for the average to be 18. And we can check it. So 36 plus 40 plus 4 plus 6 plus 4 is 90. 90 divided by 5 gives me 18. So taking that 4 and putting it in here and checking the average does work. All right, and then this last one together, then you're going to try these last 2 on your own. The exact average of a set of 6 test scores is 92. 5 of them are given, so what's the other test score? So we're going to add our 5 test scores together. Plus the one we don't know, we're going to divide that by, there are 6 of them, and we want that to be equal to an average of 92. And I'm going to put that over here because I ran out of space over here. So 90 plus 98, 90 plus 98 plus 96 plus 94 plus 85 is 463. So 92 equals 463 plus X all over 6. A lot of people want to just divide this by 6. You can't do that because the 6 is actually dividing both of these guys. So we actually have to get rid of the divide by 6 by multiplying both sides by 6. So the 92 times 6 is 552. So 552 equals 463 plus X. Subtract the 463. Sorry, guys. I was typing it in wrong. And I get 89. So our test score needs to be an 89 in order to get an average of a 92. All right, so go ahead and try these two out, and then I will post the answer key for these two and then for this answer key right here. Go ahead and pause the video, and then you can unpause it when you're ready. All right, here are the answers for the left side. Your mean, your total was 39 divided by 17 total items, which gave you about 2.3. Because it was like 2.29, so I round to the 10th place and got 2.3. My median was 2, it was exactly this number right here. And if you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's exactly 8 data below and 8 data above with the 1 exactly in the middle. So that's how I got 2. I just kind of did like my little chop chop suey. And then my mode is the number that happened the most, and that was a tie between 1 and 3 because there were 4 1s and there were 4 3s, so you have a mode, you have 2 modes. So, and then your range is a 6 because 6 minus 0 is 6. All right, and then on the right side, you added the number of wins, 7 plus 6 plus 4 plus x all over 4. Equals 10, and that's 27 plus x over 4. I got rid of the divide by 4 and got 40 on both sides, and then I subtracted 27 and got 13. So he needs 13 wins in his 4th year so that he has an average of 10 wins per year. And then the last one, I added all the prices together for the concerts, and I got a total of 163 plus x over 8 equals 23. I'd multiply both sides by 8 so I could get rid of that denominator, and I got 163 plus x equals 184. Subtracted 163 on both sides and got 21. So the price needs to be $21 for all of that to happen. All right, if you have any questions or comments, just leave them at the bottom of the video, and I hope you guys have a great afternoon.